From the one and only, this is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Good afternoon, South Florida. I'm Syra Onwer.
And I'm Laird Livingston. Here's a look at the stories making news today. A violent crash on I-95 in Dania Beach, leaving at least one person dead. It happened early this morning when several cars got into an accident on northbound I-95 near Southwest 42nd Street. At one point, drivers were forced to exit at Griffin Road. We're told all lanes have since reopened, and troopers have not identified the person who died or said what led up to that crash.
Sweetwater police arresting a man accused of inappropriately touching people during Black Friday shopping. Body cam footage shows the man running away from officers inside Dolphin Mall. He was eventually taken into custody in the parking lot. 3 others were arrested for shoplifting.
A man is arrested after a deadly hit-and-run crash in Hialeah. Surveillance video shows the driver of a car going down the street and then losing control before slamming into a pole. A 73-year-old woman died at the scene. 2 other people were taken to the hospital. That driver, 32-year-old Leandro Perez, is facing charges of DUI and leaving the scene of a crash.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10.
Police in Hollywood need help finding a suspect caught on this surveillance video attacking a man outside a pawn shop. It happened November 22nd outside the Florida Pawn Shop along Hollywood Boulevard and South 20th Avenue. The man seen punching the victim multiple times and kneeing him in the face. The man ends up knocking the victim out cold, then takes a phone out to record the aftermath of his brutal beating.
As breaking news happens, we have you covered right here on air and online.
Just head to local10.com for more local news coverage and your updates.
Take care.